day 2. I feel like I've been taken hostage by the snow. I do. I feel like it's just not right. Like the temperatures we have coming this week. I know I'm bitching about the weather and there isn't a thing I can do about it. But shortly after I got offline yesterday, I looked out front. Oh God. Shortly after I got offline yesterday, I looked out front and I'm like complaining the horses are standing in the front corner, which is not their normal behavior. I should have known something's wrong. I'm not that great of a psychic, obviously. And but I'm like looking at them going, that's not their normal place to stand. I don't understand what they're doing. But that's why I was like, someone's gonna get called on us because they're morons. Don't you know? I don't have a pair of winter boots. I have like 3-foot snowdrifts out there, and freaking Luna decides to lay down. Now, in the horse world, horses do lay down, you guys. They do. People will pull in the driveway like, your horses are dead. And I'm like, they're enjoying the sunshine. They're great. It's not sunshining, though. It's not sunshining. If it is blizzarding and your horse lays down, you better throw your tennis shoes. Get your ass out there. Pronto. Tonto. So, out I trudge into the snow in the blizzard. Oh, God. In my tennis shoes. 3-foot blizzards. Deeply regretting my life choices. Only for me to get within 5 feet of her. Now our driveway is, oh, that's a good 300 feet. Yeah. Pasture's she's at the front of the pasture on the road. So I trudge out there in my sneakers, getting snow in my socks to have her pop up when I get like 5 feet in front of her. And then the salty bitch has the audacity to turn her butt to me like she thinks she runs something. And I'm like, this is not the hill you want to die on. She's spicy. She's spicy as it is. And I was like, I don't think this is the good way to start the day. So I have to go across the pasture. Now she's fine. She gets up, but now I'm neurotic, right? So she's just prancing around like, come closer. Oh my God. I am not one of those hoochie coochie horse owners like, oh my precious. I will chase you around this pasture till your feet don't move anymore. And so I had to go chase the other mare, that the only one that had the halter on, right? Because she's special as well. And so I went and grabbed her halter, took it off her, and then I had to sauce up to Luna because she's standing by the hay bale now, eating, munching happily away. Like, I don't know what you're doing out in my pasture. And I'm like, bitch, I will kill you if you put that butt to me one more time. So I talk real nice to her, drop my attitude problem, and I walk up and I'm petting her. I'm like, you're such a pretty girl. And I put the halter on her, and then I have to drag her through the snowdrifts, through the pasture, back to the barn where she's like, I don't think I want to go in today. I need to be seen. I'm like, oh, you're going to be seen. All right. So I drag her into the barn, and then I'm fighting Chicken Mageddon because there's so many damn chickens in my barn, which is not even a horse barn anymore. It's more of a chicken barn. And I'm like, where am I supposed to put this livestock? So I cram her in a stall, throw the chickens out of it. And I'm like, you're just going to have to be happy right there. And she wasn't. She wasn't happy at all. She didn't like my life choices. So I have horses running around the back of the barn because they have shelter, right? Running around the back of the barn, having a fit. And then the white horse was like, she's having a fit. And then I have to drag the white horse back in. So I have to switch halters out. This is my afternoon after I got off yesterday. So I had to switch halters and go run and grab the white horse and bring her in and put her in a stall. And then I had Jazz in a stall, and everybody's screaming. Everybody's screaming. Nobody has a problem, but they're all screaming. Sounds like the United States right now, doesn't it? It was chaos. And then amongst this, I've called Richard and I'm like, horse down. He's throwing his stuff on. Keep drinking my cup. And that's the rest of the story. Did I lose you? Love farm life. You know, about 10 years ago, we had 15 horses. Now we only have 6. And it's split day. 5. We have 5 here. We have 6, but the baby's off the trainer. And he's so pretty and precious. And he's a sweetheart. And I'm sure not giving her the kind of troubles that ours give us. I should send mine over there. Anyhow, moving on. How's everybody? Give me a whoop whoop. So like, I don't know. Can I get a word in edgewise? Lisa's on crack this morning. No, I haven't eaten anything yet. This is my first coffee. But I did have to go out and take our horses this morning and check and make sure everybody's feet weren't in the air. Anyhow. Checking for new messages. Why would you? Your comments from YouTube aren't showing up on the TV. None of them. Oh, geez. Some of them are. Huh. You're lagging on your comments. I sent you 3. Huh. Let me see if I can stimulate it. I doubt it. Let me see if I can. Good morning. Good. Oh, why is it saying no to YouTube? It would not send my message to YouTube. Why am I recording? I don't need to record. Good morning. It's not, for whatever reason, it has a YouTube affliction this morning, you guys. So if you're on YouTube, I'm sorry. It says it's streaming to it, and obviously you can see me, but I cannot see your comments. So if you're on YouTube, you may want to just head over to Facebook. Good morning. And it's not showing me all these people that are on here. Did everybody catch the rant? Because I'm not doing it again. Bitching about the livestock. I always check these before I drink them. Everybody see those gross videos? I love this. Lisa says, there was a time my daughter wanted a horse, so we job 4-H, we went to a presentation where a young boy told where he has to do every morning before school. She decided she liked dogs more. I like cats. I've had horses my whole entire life since I was like 10. And I'm bitching about them. I really am, but I cannot imagine living in town. I can't put that in my brain, nor can I imagine not having the horses out here. Even if I just look at them and they're in the pasture, I mean, what else are we going to do with the hay that comes off the field? I don't know. Sell it? Anyhow, I keep looking at this suspiciously. Like, why aren't you flowing right? Good morning, everybody. So when Sam lived up in Alberta, up north of Alberta, good morning. He bought this winter jacket, and he bought it at Cabela's, and I mean to tell you, it was like seriously like $700. It was an expensive jacket, but it's really, really cold up there. Like really, really, really cold. So that's the jacket I've been using the last 2 days to go outside, and it makes me sweat. Like it's so warm that you can't even feel like the cold, but I don't have any thermals on under my jeans. So the legs get cold and the tennis shoes soaking wet. So whatever. And I just got out of the shower. So I've got muted. Okay. You don't want the irresponsibility. I'm with you, really, but I love them so. Baby is so mean. Baby is so mean. Anyhow, all right, onward. So when Sam lived up in Alberta, moved to warmer weather. Trust me, grandbabies. That's why we stay. Grandbabies, and every year we get closer to that. When we tractor problems. I'm hearing it from the other room. Anyhow, when he lived up in north of Alberta, they lived in this facility, and it housed all the people that worked on the refinery. And it wasn't a refinery, it was collecting oil. And the grizzly bears up there were super smart, and they figured out how to open the automatic door. So the grizzly bear went into the facility with all the people and went into the kitchen and ate all their food. They had to shoo it out. How do you shoo out a grizzly bear? Grandbabies. Okay. Moving on. Good morning. Who's new? Who's new? Have you walked in on the morning bitching? I'm so sorry. It's cold out. All right. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a witness? Good morning, Beth. Beth does not miss having to feed her horses in the morning. I know it. You can't figure out how to find the video of the recording of yesterday's reading. Go to my main page. Go to My Mystical Life. You'll find it there. Costa Rica. Yeah, I'm aiming towards that no obstacle of money too. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Haley. The smell, yes. The buckets, frozen water, no. Let's go with Haley. How are you, Haley? I need to get rid of some of the stuff in the background. It's driving me nuts. Haley, I want to talk about a past life. She's like, yay! I want to talk about past life. Interesting. I want to talk about busy at work, and you're iced in. Ugh. Yeah, I haven't tried going out the driveway yet. I don't think the driveway will be a bad problem. I am collecting information is what I'm doing. I want to talk about alligators, and I don't really know what a swamp smells like, but I'm going to assume this is what a swamp smells like. Dark, dank, musty. Yeah, we're talking about swamp. But I don't want to go to like Florida. I want to go to Louisiana. Never shoot the messenger. We're in Louisiana, so it's probably not actually bad, but I'm not complaining. Okay. Okay. So sometimes we find that souls like areas. Um, they like to reincarnate in specific areas because they just like it. It's like us, you know. We like it where we like it, and I like Ohio, but I also like New Mexico. So it's probably that your soul likes that area. But I also catch this very so don't shoot the messenger. That's what I got here. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. Um, I have a very very Creole sounding, um, very very Frenchish Creole accent, female. um, I really feel like her. You relocating to Baton Rouge from to New Orleans from Baton Rouge. Um, it is an interesting uh, first image that I'm given. So don't, like I said, don't shoot the messenger. Um, the first image I'm given is a young woman taking her leg and putting it up on a sill or something. Um, that she just props her leg up and shows that she has on like tights or whatever, and it's being held up by I don't know, maybe a string or whatever's holding her. It's something, she's got something on holding her nylon up. Um, she's a performer. Okay, I thought this was going in a totally different direction. I will be honest, I thought this was going in a different direction. She's a performer. I hear her singing. Um, and she now it's so interesting because now my guides are giving me how that she's a performer. They give that, you guys might get a crack out of this, I don't know, by showing me Lily Von Stoop from Blazing Saddles, because this person just starts to move around and they're swaying to the music and they're collecting coins as they walk around singing. I hear water very close by, and so I know that this is more like dock front kind of stuff. It wasn't a high dollar opera. Okay, it wasn't $9. It's not high dollar opera. She is singing love songs, and um, the way she likes to think of it is songs of home and hope and um, comfort. But she's also very very sultry, right? She's very sultry. I am not going to say she does not sell sex. I'm not going to say that because I feel like she is somebody that is frugal. She is frugal and she hides her money. Um, she is not married. She is not chained to anybody, like in a relationship, but she knows a lot of people. Um, and she just does what she never thought she was going to be able to do. Now, I don't know why she didn't think she was going to be able to do it. I think that she had a portion of her life that she was indentured, like, and she bought her freedom or however she went about doing that, and decided that she was never going to be in that position again. So she actually would take the coins and she would, as soon as she was done, she didn't walk around with them. I think she might have had a bad situation where the money she had on her had been taken and she had been hurt for it. So she immediately, when is done with a set, would go and hide the money. And I will tell you, she hid the money under floorboards. It's interesting, the information they want to give. She would hide the money under floorboards. And she saw where she lived as how she was growing. So when she lived right on the water, she was not where she wanted to be. She would move up like a block and work that block and felt like she was doing better. And I don't know if this means anything. But she would move further inward to town, and that meant she was making more money. And then she moved closer to the center of town, and she was making even more money. And she talks about a salon. Like, she got to the point where she hosted a salon, and men would come. It was like it was a party thing. They would bring women with them, and they would have a salon. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but that's what she's talking about. But her clothing changed as her status in the city changed as well. So as she moved further inland, what she wore changed, and she feels like that was significant as well. And she's talking about how to um, always be improving upon yourself. Never take one thing as that's the way it's going to be. That's my life and that's solid. Take it as this is my stepping stone, and I will always be improving upon myself. And this is why they do this. This is why we get particular past lives, is because they want us to be able to see the correlation between that past life and what we have going on in life now. And they're saying, hey, what have you settled for? What have you settled for? Don't just settle for anything. Be smart about it and work towards more. And don't consider it hard, because we talk about that on here, right? Don't consider it hard. Consider what you do joyful, and just step into it and be like, I can do so much more with who I am because I have experience in this. And that's really what the message is. You have everything you need to have all the things you want in this life. Not just need, but want in this life. Just set down a plan. If you're not planning things out, plan things out, because it seems to be important with your soul energy. Plan things out and things fall into place. And then people start going, why does everything work for you? So it's a really interesting past life. But it shows how one person, and I almost think you could find the name of the salon. I don't know how to tell you to search for it, but it's written down someplace. Those I love. Let's see. Where's she? That's where I'm at. Oh, I've had a past life regression where I had a similar experience, so I'm not offended. One day when I'm really, really ambitious, I'll offer past life hypnosis in the store. But I'm not that ambitious right now. Should be, but I'm not. Okay. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Whatever you're working towards, make a plan, and it'll pan out. Okay. If everybody could share to a friend, a group, your page, invite a friend, that'd be fabulous. All right, let's move on. Move on. Can I get a whoop whoop? Good morning, Liz. How are you this morning? Who did I get knocking on my door the other day? Oh, I know. I know who I had knocking on my door. That's so funny. I had some bill validation the other day, which was amazing. And it's a big decision, but I know Bill is always on my side, and he always wants to do what I want to do, but he likes to do big things. And we have a big thing planned, and I'm just getting ready to sign the papers and stuff like that. And I was just nervous, and I was like, should we do this? And I looked down, and there's a freaking toothpick right in front of my car door. And it was so cool, Liz. Anyways, but I had been talking about Mr. Rogers, and I was like, why doesn't Mr. Rogers come across? Because don't you guys think he should? Like, Mr. Rogers should come back, like, from the spirit realm and be like, won't you be my neighbor? So I kind of I commented on it, and then I walked away from it, and I was like, hey, whatever. And then the next morning, I was waking up. It was a conversation with Mr. Rogers, and I was like, huh. Now I don't remember the conversation, but it was so cool. I was like, okay. And then I'm like, am I crazy? It really happened. But we get to a point in our life where we go, whatever. I'll take it all. Okay, let's see. Onward and upward. Oh, that's the dog snoring. Okay, let's go with Jennifer Duggan. Jennifer Duggan, how are you today? I want to talk about. Oh, interesting. Jennifer, do you ever smell overly sweet flowers? I ask this question a lot, don't I, guys? It's becoming more and more common because more and more people are waking up. Do you ever smell overly sweet flowers and not know where the smell comes from? I put cinnamon in coffee this morning. Mushrooms and cinnamon is what I put in my coffee, and creamer, but it'll warm me up good. Sometimes. Okay. A lot of times we disregard things like that. And we're like, oh, imagination, blah, blah, blah. That's angels in our experience. It has been an angel aspect that people have around them in perfume. But does the perfume remind you of somebody? Oh, it's so good, Haley. So we sell the mushrooms in the store. It's the mushroom blend. I use the mushroom blend, so it has all the mushrooms that we offer that I put in the coffee. And if you've never had it, you guys, it sounds gross, but it's not. It adds this decadence to the coffee. That's all it does. It's really good, and all the benefits. So Jennifer, it reminds you of grandmother. Okay, do you do mediumship? Are you medium? I can only see this tiny little. You guys, I can only see this tiny, tiny, tiny little half-inch circle on here, so I can't see anything in the background at all. It's just an energy that comes off there. So you have a lot of people visit you from the other side, but the smell of flowers, overly sweet flowers, is angelic. And the reason I pick up the smell for you right out the gate is, but you go to them. I think you have more mediumistic skills than you realize. I think you have skills that you're not even aware of. And one of the skills I have is to be able to tell people what their skills are. So I can tell people if they're clairaudient, clairvoyant, all those things. But I really think that you have a medium skill to you aspect. If you wanted to open up to it more, you'd get messages like, great. But the angel energy comes from, I see this angel standing behind you, and it would be Raphael. The Archangel Raphael stands behind you, and he kind of wraps his wings around the front of you. And this is a sign of course, protection, but also bringing in good health for you. Also working on bringing in good health for you. If you're already healthy, wonderful. If you're working on something health-wise, just know that you're not alone. And this angel walks pretty closely with you in this lifetime. I think that he's walked with you in many lifetimes. You've had some past lives where you have had some struggles. There's been some extreme sickness in past lives. And the one that keeps popping up for me is like the plague, So that one is like, that was a shorter life. And they're like, he just walks with you because you have something to do in this lifetime. I don't know what that is. That is the weirdest thing. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what it is, but what? I don't know. I'm going to tell you that he shows me a golden fingernail. I don't know why. On you, like you have a finger. It's a golden fingernail. I know you probably don't because that went out in the 80s, but it shows that there is some sense of Oh, I understand. Thank you. Angelic healing too. So you are able to, that I understand now. I understand. Thank you so much. Sometimes I'm a little thick. He's talking about being a natural healer as well. So having a clear channel, which is why you would also be a very good medium, is because you have this clear channel and energetic system that has decent flow, and it moves things in and out and around into the torus, and it just has this wonderful vibration and hum to it. So you have a lot of things going for you. The more you become aware of who you are on a soul level in this lifetime, the more these things will open up for you. And do you catch a lot of the Mandela effects? Like, do the Mandela effects? Like, can you go, yeah, I understand that one. Do you pay attention to that? Because I feel like you have been, there's my husband. I feel like you have been in one timeline when you've shifted. So you're already making progress. You're already making progress. So they're like, you've shifted from a lower timeline to a newer timeline dimensionally, and you're already doing some growth and expansion. I got to tell you guys, this mandala thing, it just, there's some things that really, really irritate me. What was the one I was telling you about the other day, honey, that I was like, there's absolutely no way that that's a thing. Oh, okay. All right. Who's watched Scary Movie 2, right? Where he's doing the mashed potatoes with his very small hand, right? The new mandala effect is he never says, take my strong hand, right? The new mandala effect says he's take my small hand. I'm sorry. I remember watching this movie over and over and over, and he always says, take my strong hand. You have got to be kidding me. Okay. Let's see. Your health will be fine. Your health's fine. It's just this energy is talking about you being a natural healer. I know, right? Strong hand. It's the strong hand. They're lying to us. It is take my strong hand. Because if we never looked at mashed potatoes the same way ever again, that line happens all the time. Okay. It's ridiculous. Anyhow, onward. Who was? I saw something. Jessica says, I only ever usually ask for love, protection, guidance from Raphael or Archangel Michael. Yeah, that's all we put it out there. What we need, that's it. The strong hand. It is the right, Crystal. They're messing with our mind. It was strong hand. It became a household. How do you constitute this with families that take movie lines and they live them? Like, when our kids were young. Muppet Treasure Island. Muppet Treasure Island. Hold on. Trying to confuse us. They are. Anybody else watch like Muppet Treasure Island and Muppets from Space when their kids were younger? Watch this. Can you give me a line? Can you give me a movie line from Muppets from Space? Do you remember any movie lines from Muppets from Space? No, really? Are you just being obstinate? He's looking at the camera like, I'm not doing that. Shelly Jorkis, he knows. Could be full of chocolate, okay? There's a whole bunch of them. Who was asking? Shelly, Jesse. Jesse does dream work from Freya's Grove. Right? He's just going to sit here and stare at me. Muppet Treasure Island was our favorite. Okay. Jesse. Okay, here we go.
They need to remake The Princess Bride with all Muppets.
I don't want to see The Princess Bride remade, but I think it's a great idea. He says that they should redo The Princess Bride with the Muppets. I don't know that.
I want Andre the Giant to be replayed by Danny DeVito.
No. Okay. As you wish. As you wish, right? Okay. Whoop, whoop. Let me get a witness. So the 25% off online store thing is still going on right now if you purchase online. This does not include the mediumship gallery that is going on the 30th in the evening, or something else. Oh, the psychic development class. So starting in next month, the second Wednesday in the evening, we're doing a Zoom psychic development class. It is an 8-week class. It starts at 7 o'clock. It's over at 8:30 on Wednesdays. That starts next month, the second Wednesday in the month. So that is not included in the 25% off either, but all the products are. Yeah. Happiness is just a state of mind from the Muppet movie. Maybe you and your cereal need to be alone. Rizzo's quote from Muppets in Space. Yes. Those are really good, but the kids just quoted the Muppets constantly. And we don't have any really great kids programs like that anymore. I did see that the Muppets are going to do a what is it, a 50-year anniversary or something like that, which makes me feel super old. It might be older than that, but they're doing a Muppets program, a series, like a short series, and I'm so excited because remember, all the stars wanted to be in the Muppets because the Muppets were a wholesome thing. All the families watched them. The Muppets were great. Even what Alice Cooper was on the Muppets. Come on, who doesn't want to be a Muppet? Okay, moving on. Let's go with. I saw somebody I wanted to read for, but I gotta look back. Scrolling. Keep your mousey scrolling. It's time to dress up, right? It's time to be Muppets. Your grandkids quote the Step Brothers movie. Was he on the Muppets? Danny Kaye was on the Muppets. I have to look that one up. I did not know that. It'd be awesome to have that up back on the big screen. All right. So I was looking for somebody. No, I don't see them. Jessica Lynn Scott. Are you here? Jessica Lynn Scott. Let me see a picture. In YouTube, I'll have to look it up. Jessica Lynn Scott. You know what I miss? I miss viewing parties. So within the membership, there were viewing parties. Like Aaron would host a movie party and everybody would sit there and watch the movie together. Sad. Okay. All right, moving on. That does it. I miss that. Jessica Lynn Scott. Let's see. I'm trying to figure it out. I have to put the pieces together. I have Jim Henson was Danny Kaye's neighbor next door in New York at Sherry. Really? That is so cool. So Jessica Lynn, I want to talk about, this is a male past life. I'm going to do a past life view. The commentary on movie nights were epic. Some of our commentaries on anything was epic. um, Jessica Lynn, I want to talk about this male past life. When I'm doing past lives, you guys, it's not always like this person died tragically. But past lives can be short, and we call them past lives, but they are really just a different, they're not, everything's happening at the same time. Okay. It's just a different version of it. So of us. So this is definitely a male past life, and they want to talk about, I don't know why this is so wild. When would this have been established? I don't know. 3/16. I'll look it up. Um, past lives are, well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. No, it doesn't feel like mediumship. This is the image that I'm given, Jessica Lynn, of, no, it doesn't feel like mediumship. It's somebody skating, ice skating. It's somebody ice skating. The flasher during mediumship gallery was probably the best my mystical life moment that we had occur. Our reaction to it was like even better, because it was so quickly squashed that only a couple people saw the flasher. We did get flashed on a live. It was interesting. I just trusted. They went, delete him, bam. And I'm like, man, I missed it. Probably wasn't much anyways. This person, this is why I'm saying this is probably more likely a past life than mediumship. This person has long legs. I mean, they're just skating. They're skating fast. But I don't know when how long ice skating's been a thing. This person is like sliding across the ice. They are going fast. I'm really kind of stumped on this one. And you don't hear me say that very often. Why would we have been moving across the ice so quickly? How would we have been moving across the ice so quickly? I know nothing about this. All I know is this is a male past life, that this individual was moving across the ice very quickly. And they were just, it looks like ice skating to me. That's all I got right now. It looks like ice skating to me. Your dad played ice hockey. Maybe it is mediumship. Because this person's booking. And as I am trying to figure out why, I get nothing in the background. I get no location. I get no trees. I get no pond. I get no anything like that. I just get this person in white pants booking across the ice, like with force, and I mean just moving. So maybe it is mediumship, but it comes across weird, very subtle, very, very subtle. You wanted to be a figure skater, but look at it. I mean, there's just ice skating here. There's just ice skating, and it's just, what is that? I want to go with no, this is weird. It's weird because normally, and I'll tell you why it's weird. I have no problem with that. Normally, when I get mediumship, it comes from right here. It comes in a quadrant type of thing. It comes from right here. And this just kind of settles in. So when I step into the Akasha calls, that's where I find it. It's in the Akasha calls. Do you get headaches? Do you get headaches? Sinus headaches, possibly? I'm getting like this side of my head. I don't know if you've ever had any injury or anything like that, but I get like this side of my head, sinus area here, not breathing as efficiently as I could. And I'm trying to figure out why that ice skating plays into this. You know, sometimes the things we really want to do, we're not meant to do. Maybe we've done it before and we have run into incident with it, where my very, very first thought when I started this reading was that this person was skating and went through the ice and became very, very, very sick, which would play through and passed away from pneumonia. The little things are popping in, which would play into if you have issues. They play through life, you know, one life after another. My ex messed up my jaw, and when I was a little girl, I hit my head really hard on that side. I have a bad tooth on that side. Okay. I would like you to change the way you think about this, having a bad tooth. I know this is going to sound a little silly, but change the way you think about it, and pain will lessen. It's not going to go away, but you can rethink it. And the reason I'm saying that is they're giving me this open crown chakra, which means that person is pretty proficient natural healer. So, but they're also bringing in the headache with that. And oh, I understand that. I understand. Sometimes when we get pressure here, we're also missing messages. We are not noticing the things that Spirit's trying to tell us. So I think that you're probably missing spiritual message. I know that when I'm doing a reading and I'm not getting, like I'm doing right now, and I'm not getting all the message and I'm not totally understanding because I'm not bringing it in completely, I get this headband around my head of pressure. And that pressure right there means I'm not getting it. Like, I don't understand the full situation of what you have going on. And I'm okay with that. But I need you to know about it, because that was excuse me, is a major indicator that somebody is receiving spiritual messages, psychic messages, intuitive messages, mediumship, or whatever, and they're not paying enough attention to be able to assimilate that message. So it's like the resistance, and the more you resist, the harder the headache gets, things like that. So I'm glad this makes sense to you, because I had this happen when I first started, and I was very, very, very resistant. And I always had headaches because I was fighting with meditation, and I was like determined to do stuff, but wasn't really settled into it. Like, I didn't settle into it on the spiritual side. I was just trying to force something, right? But I wasn't getting the message because I was doing more forcing than I was settling into it. So that's what they're saying. Settle into it. Where the speed skater guy comes in, got nothing. I don't know. How do I open myself up? I would suggest starting with meditation. If you have a problem with meditation, start with shamanic journey. Shamanic journey is a way to entertain our brain, to allow it to go through and give us something to do instead of just sitting there with a quiet mind. Not everybody can do that. I don't think you can do that either. I'm not going to say you can't do it. I'm just going to say your brain moves faster than that. How's that? Your brain needs puzzles to open up. So that would be the best way probably for you to do it, is through shamanic journey. And if you are really interested, we have a class starting the second Wednesday of next month that goes for 8 weeks. It's $175. You can't throw a stick at that because that's super cheap. I just have had a lot of people asking me to do the class. And so I'm doing the class, and I like money, but it's whatever. So, but you can find that at the front page of of this webpage down here. But I have helped hundreds of people, if not more, open up and start connecting with their spiritual side. So it's my favorite thing to do. It's neat to see the aha moment happen. It really, really is. If you have questions, just message me. I'm around. I'm here. Doing dishes today, cleaning, vacuuming, all those things. You know what? And that is, that's the goal, right? Isn't it, Jessica Lynn? But sometimes the hardest person to read for is ourselves. So, but you never know. He may be a guide. You don't know. I don't know. But yeah, our goal is to get our messages for ourselves. It really is. I wish I could tell you that I pull cards for myself all the time. I don't. If I'm not on here working, or if I'm not doing a scheduled reading, I am not open for business. I just shut it down and I don't work. So we want to get messages, but we don't want to be flooded either. It's a thing. So, okay, everybody. With that, I am going to go finish my dishes. So, everybody, I hope where you are, it's sunshiny and there's no snow on the ground. That's what I hope for you. And that your temperatures go above 10 this week. That's what I hope for you. So enjoy your day. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, yeah, it's a totally different ballgame. If Mr. Fry were here with me right now, he'd say, may the light be